Morning, welcome back to the little Welsh cottage. Now, the plan is I want to do a bit of gardening. I've also had some plants turn up that I've purchased, and I'm quite impressed by the packing. You know, we had a bit of a issue last time with that other company, but this company I'm very impressed by. But I can't get out of my head that chest. It reminds me of the one that I had as a child, but a lot smaller, because the one I had as a child as that was in the house was about 6 foot tall. It was huge and a big chunk of wood. And this one is a bit smaller. I've been thinking I would love it, but I couldn't get it upstairs. And then somebody said, if you take the drawers out, then it's not half as bad. So it's been on my mind all morning. So I'm going to go and see if it's still there. So let's go down to Treorchy. It might be easier if I moved in here and just visited my home once in a while. Look at this here. I remember one of these in the home kitchen, but I've got absolutely no space for it in the house. But I am thinking it could go in the shed. So I bought that chest mainly for my clothes and socks and things. And that, I don't know what you call them, like a kitchen cabinet thing. Love it. I've been trying to find one, but the problem is the house now is full and there's no space in the kitchen for it. So I'm going to put it in the shed because I think there's loads of drawers then to put my little balls of twine in, and a workstation in order to do a bit of potting on. So it'll be a fancy shed with a bit of 1970s. Is this 1970s? That's the year that I remember. Treorchy's getting rather full today. Right, I'm going to have a cup of tea and then pop home because I want to do a bit of I want to do a bit of gardening. And I saw when I was on the bus, some of the shops have got some really nice flowers, so I'm going to go and check them out before I go. Just popped into the brachys here for some dinner. Chips, peas, ham, and obviously a nice cup of tea. So this was home to the last Barclays Bank, which closed down back in April, and the cash machine was taken away. But apparently now it's known as a banking hub. So all the banks have got together, and on different days are different banks, apparently, so I've heard. I haven't been in there myself, so I'm not too sure. Starting to become quiet on the street now. I've just picked up some beautiful beetroots, and I'm going to pop down to this flower shop, see what's there, and then head home for a cup of tea. I was hoping to do a bit of gardening this afternoon, so hopefully that shower will pass me by. Right, this is the shop I saw. I was attracted by these flowers here, whatever they are. Let's have a close look. Look at them. Ah, there's a lupin I do love a lupin. Right, let's have a look what I can get. There you go, we'll put you on the vlog. There's viewers there. Give us a wave. There you go. See you later. There's 2 viewers that have just discovered the channel. It's just stopped in the street to say hello. Now, I picked up a mallow, and I did pick up a few other things, but she's closed. So the longer she leaves it to come back, the more I'll have second thoughts. I did start off with 5 plants, but I'm just down to 1. And if she doesn't come anytime soon, then I'll put this down and go and catch the bus as well. Now there is a bus coming. Do I leave this and come back? This is good old-fashioned Wales, where people have time off to go and have a bit of lunch. But it says closed for lunch until 1:45, and now it's 1:43, so hopefully they won't be too long. Thanks. There you go. Thanks. One last errand, and then I can go home. The local farm here sells eggs on a Wednesday, but you've got to put your orders in on the Tuesday. So I usually come and get a tray of eggs for £5. And everyone I've cracked from last week have all been double yolks. So maybe I should buy a lottery ticket. Right, let me just go and order these eggs and I'll be back. Well, the rain seems to be in for the day now, so I may as well have a cup of tea. Because the trees are now coming into leaf, you can't see the waterfall, so you have to walk down a bit. This is what I'm finding since being back. All the views are being blocked by trees. But can we see it there? There it is, the waterfall. It's in full flow this morning. I wonder if that is a lupin tree there. I'm not quite sure. I've just realised what the time is, and I need to go and collect my eggs. And I would usually walk there, but I think they're closing in about 20 minutes, and it takes 15 minutes to walk there. So I'm going to be lazy and catch the bus, because I don't want to miss out on my eggs, otherwise there'll be no scrambled egg for the next week. And all the eggs that I've been breaking for the past week, they've all been double yolked. So I need to buy a lottery ticket, because I think that's good luck. But I can see the bus, it's just coming now. Just bumped into somebody on the bus there from the old gardening club days. So I subtly asked how her husband was, because Tom was very big in the gardening club, always came first with his onions, but he'd died about 7 years ago. Starting to pick up on, there's a bit of a trend. All the men are dying first. Right, let me go and get my eggs.
Have you got another box?
No. So I've got my eggs. Just as I walk out, this is their greenhouse. And I looked at it, and it's got perspex. I'm pretty convinced I could build that just for like £100. So I'm going to take a load of pictures of it before I leave and have a think, because something like that on the homestead would go down a treat. Just got home, nice cup of tea now, and a ham sandwich with some beetroot and peppers, which in a few months I might be eating my own beetroot. So here are all the plants I've been buying recently. Yellow charm, pink, what's that? Cali, a bit of cosmos, mallow. Also bought lavender. But down here I bought some herbs. So the box has been out in all that rain, that's why it's a bit wet. But I just love the way they've been packed. So a big shout out to Urban Herbs, who really know how to pack a bag. Look at that. So they just come like, but just bear in mind, it's wet just because it's been sat out in the rain. But if I just put them on the shelf here, there you go, look at that. So what have I got? Bit of thyme, bit of mint. What's that? Sweet pear. Jessica's sweet pear mint. What's this one? Lavender, Hidcot, and cola plant. I had this before, and this is amazing. You just brush your hands against that, give it a sniff, and it smells of a sweet that we had in the UK called cola bottles. It actually smells of cola bottles. So let's have a look at the others that I had as well. Next time all this is dry, I plan to come out and give it a good old clean. So what else do we have? I see there's a bit of sage there. Right, where should I put these? I'm running out of space. Here we go. So, can you guess before I even tell you? That's sage. I remember we always had sage in the garden, and about a month before Christmas I'd go out and pick some and then put it up in the shed for it to dry out. This is another mint called Berries and Cream. Yeah. Oregano. And what's this one? Can you guess what this one is? Peppermint. No, pineapple mint. Does it smell of pineapples? It certainly does. And right, I've got 4 more. I only actually ordered 4 or 5, but they said please accept a few little free ones as gifts. So these are, there's no, where's the label of this one? That is a trailing rosemary, so maybe that can come off the side of the bricks here. Thai mint, so I can take some of these down to the homestead. Lavender, Hidcot again, and thyme, orange thyme. Yeah, that smells of orange. I think I'm going to have a lot of lavender because I bought this one from I forget where I bought this one from now, and I only bought one because I couldn't visualize the size of it, and it's been in the post, so it's a bit droopy, so that'll soon spike up. And I was so impressed with the size for the price, because I think it was £9.95, that I've actually bought, I can't remember now, I've either bought 10 more of them or 19 more, so I end up with 20. And these are the ones I'm going to take down to the homestead and try and do that thing that I think quite a few gardeners always aim to achieve, and that is to have lavender lanes on the homestead. So the fence in the middle, because the fence is there, I'm going to take the fence. I've had this gate for about 18 years. It first appeared on the rusty allotment, and then I've taken it to every garden that I've had since. But the sign says Sean's Cottage Garden, so I'll get a new one made up. In fact, I'll put an order in as soon as I finish filming, because I quite like the slate look. So I'll go back to the same company and have a new one made up saying Rusty Homestead. So I'm going to take the fence and then have lavender hedges on each side. I think it would look really beautiful. I haven't been in the garden for a while, but I'll just show you what everything looks like. Just start off by the spring bulbs. So the spring bulbs have all finished now, so I need to go through and just cut the heads off, do a bit of weeding, and then find something else then to fill that up. Some wild Aquilejus is here. Nice and tall. Next door to that is a bit of the snow on the mountain. A lovely plant. Then up here is the wild geranium putting on a lot of weight. And next door to that are the two fuchsias that I bought. I need to sow some night scented stock as well. Again, the rose is there. Some fuchsias are hiding. I'd love to see this here. Do you like butter? And then what do we have up here? Well, the thrift has really come into flower in the past few weeks. Saxifrage, I can already tell, is starting to take hold and start to creep. I need to come and do a bit of weeding because that shouldn't be there. And the rose is establishing itself along with the pink next door. And this is the peony that I planted back in February, I think it was. So everything is looking a bit dull at the moment because we're at that changing point. Spring is gone. Oh look, there's a wild sweet pea there. Summer is gone. No, spring is gone. We're going into summer and the garden is in that transitional period. But there's a lot of chives here and we'll have to start to harvest these. Put them into my salads. So I'll put a lot of the trailing plants that I've got now into this bed so that they can trail down over the brick wall. But I was really impressed with the display of the spring bulbs. Something to look forward to for next year. Well, I'm still at that point where I'm taking it slow and taking it steady. So it's another short video today. But hopefully I'll catch up with you in a few days' time. So from me until then, bye for now.